Yourself a bronze star. The first of many, I don't doubt. All right, it's high time we talked about taking care of guests and improving the park. We want those guests to be happy, happy, happy.
Ooh, you're planning on making improvements? That's good. I didn't like to say, but part of this place looks like the theme park that time forgot. So, if you want to scoot over, I'll take things from here for a while.
Actually, Lucy, I was about to say...
Scoot, scoot. Okay, first things first. I know how I feel about the park, but let's see how one of the other guests is feeling. Okay, now that level of happiness might be good enough for most parks, but I still think this guest would be a bit happier if a big chunk of the park wasn't super lame. Don't worry, it's not your fault. That one's on Mr. Thompson.
I hardly think that's fair.
Don't worry, I've highlighted the problem area. So go on, stick down some scenery. Make it look all piratey. Oh yeah, us guests love having interesting things to look at. Cheers us right up.
Oh, that is a bit nicer.
I don't believe I said unscoot yet, did I? So, another place it's super important to put scenery is around the ride queues. Ooh, you know what? We should compare both of your rides so we can see the difference. Go and select that first ride you opened, would you? You see how it's got a high Q scenery rating? Because of that, the ride's prestige is higher too. Us guests are way less interested in rides with boring queues, and so we won't pay as much to ride them. Right, now go and have a look at that new ride you built. key. So that's not nearly as prestigious as it could be. But you can fix that by giving us guests some eye candy to look at while we wait. Go on, stick some nice scenery down around the queue. Come on, admit it. Isn't that better? And if you check, I bet you'll see that the ride's queue scenery rating and prestige has gone up as a result.
Excellent. That means we can also raise the ticket price. Go on, put it up by a few dollars.
Ah, heck. I really didn't think this through, did I?
Jeg vil få mig onto drehen, weißt du. In Leisby? Du så over my woman. Já não espero.
Oh, my! Look at all that wonderful new scenery! Well done! Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, by raising this park's scenery rating, I think you might have... Yes, you have! You've raised the overall park rating! And that means more guests will be drawn to the park. Heavens, what an important number, eh? Right, I think it's time we took a look at the park rating breakdown. It's a great way to track how your park is improving. That's it! In here, you can see how your overall ride and scenery ratings and guest happiness are all critical to improving your park rating. And remember, the better your park, the more guests who will come and visit. So, let's get that scenery rating even higher, eh? Make the whole park look as wonderful as those rides you spruced up. Go on, get decorating!
Hello again. I just noticed that you were using the scenery blueprints to decorate the park. I actually built those blueprints myself, so I'm very happy that you're using them. You can actually find the individual scenery elements, the ones I used to build those blueprints, by looking under the Create browser, if you want to. But, as I mentioned, I did go to the trouble of painstakingly handcrafting literally hundreds of them for you, so, you know.
Ja, die tun sich gut aus.
Winnie ist ja aussah.
Genau. Also kannst du jetzt auch nicht so Bella faculty am I look? Müssen wir was? Alle ja.
Goodness, your transformation of the park has really bumped the park rating up a good few notches, my friend. And look at all the guests, happily smiling away. And you know what they say about happy guests?
They like spending money.
Oh, is everything about cold, hard cash with you, Cynthia?
No, I also like stocks and shares.
Anyway, guests have other needs which can affect their happiness. So, let's take a look at some of them.
Yes, let's.